Hello and welcome back, audience. My name is MassiveBrad and welcome back to my FIFA 20 Dortmund career mode. Now, before we get into today's episode, I just want to say a huge big thank you for love and support on the channel. And as always, guys, at the start of today's episode, we're quickly going to look at the games that lie ahead. Up first, we're taking on Augsburg in the Bundesliga at home. A week later, we then take on Werder Bremen in the Bundesliga, also at home. And at the end of today's episode, for the final game, we're taking on Diego Simeone's team at Let's Go Madrid in the round of 16 UEFA Champions League. It is the first leg and it is over 2 legs. But in the previous episode called spending €184.2 million on 2 ex-Dortmund players. Those 2 players were Dembele, who we now play out on the left mid position, and of course the big man, Robert Lewandowski up top in the striker position. Neither of those players in the last episode sort of settled and have understood what their strongest points are. I'm hoping that we're going to turn that round in today's episode. But before we dive into the game in today's episode, we have to discuss first of all which 2 we're going to play and of course which one we're going to simulate. We're actually going to start with simulating this game against Augsburg at home because Werder Bremen are down in 6th position. They are 1 place above us currently in the Bundesliga. And then, of course, we have to play out Let's Go Madrid in the first leg in the UEFA Champions League. Now, the last episode, it was a little bit shaky again. We didn't get the results we wanted. And we are Borussia Dortmund now down in 7th position, which is not what you tend to see. And in my position, I feel like I haven't done enough as a manager and I'm not in the right position. And until I put my foot down and decide that, you know what, this is it now, I have to accept it, we have to learn to move forwards. There's no point in me looking at previous games, there's no point in me looking at results from previous episodes. It's about now, it's about being in the present, and today we've got a chance here to start moving back up the table. If we get the win over Augsburg, depending on what Werder Bremen do, we then play them in the second game in today's episode, we could potentially start moving up the table. Now, I am going to take it easy. I'm not going to say I want to be in the top 4 by the end of today's episode, which is possible, but I'm not going to say that. I'm going to aim for today's episode to get the win over Augsburg, get the win over Werder Bremen, and try and move into 5th or 6th position. From there, if we start getting to our winning ways, if I start understanding what I need to do with these players to get those wins, to stop goals going in our net, if I can understand that, then maybe we can look to push on. But in the previous episode I said, maybe we have to give up on the Bundesliga. And I'm not one to give up, and we're going to fight till the end. But I feel right now what Bayern Munich have done so far after 20 games played is pretty impossible for us to catch them. But the fact the word impossible has the word possible in it, I'm certainly going to fight till the end. But in my personal opinion, it is going to be one incredible fight, and we would need Bayern Munich to lose a lot of games. Do I see it happening? Probably not. There's no reason why we can't keep fighting. But is anybody going to smash the German giants Bayern Munich and put them down a peg? I find it hard to see that happening. But we will, at the start of today's episode, go over the previous comments from the last episode. It's my favourite part of the videos, and I'm sure you guys do enjoy it too. The first comment's actually from me. And if you guys have seen the last episode, you'll understand what this comment was about. I said, well, considering EA claim there is no scripting in their game, it seems to have been myth-busted well and truly in today's episode. How can so many fouls be given and every shot that I have gets saved or hits the framework? Seems fishy to me. What do you guys think? And Justin was the only one that left a comment and said, I was literally thinking the same thing. But then I think about people on YouTube like you and think that it never happens. Well, I replied to this comment and just did it. It's pretty simple. As a YouTuber, I tend to not leave in the fouls. I tend to not always leave in the shots that hit the post and stuff like that. But I left it a lot more realistic and left a lot more in the edit to show you guys that it definitely felt scripted to me. The amount of fouls, every time I got the ball or went shoulder to shoulder with a player, the referee pulled it back and said, whoa, foul, blew his whistle. To me, it felt very scripted. It was like from the get-go, from the start and whistle, I was meant to lose that game. And we did. And it did feel scripted. And although EA claimed, nope, there's no scripting, it certainly felt like there was. I can only apologise if I look a little bit shiny, guys. In the UK right now, we're all getting some crazy heat. I think in my bedroom right now, it's 29 degrees. So it's probably with the computer on and stuff in here, it's probably 30, 31 degrees in here. Good time for me to probably bring this up. If you can hear sort of a a blow or a wind. It's the fan under the desk. I've got the fan, blowing left to right. Try and keep me as cool as possible because it is so hot to record right now. It's so hot to do a job as a YouTuber right now. So shout out there to all the YouTubers that are in the UK, sitting in this boiling heat in the office with the console on, with the PC on, with the microphone, the lights, and being literally just boiled to death in this UK heat at the moment. Next comment coming in from Tox178 saying, watched all the old vids and I'm really in love with your content. Well, Tox, I do believe this is the first comment I've ever seen from you. So, firstly, thank you for leaving a comment, and I am glad that you are in love with the content. And do not worry, there is plenty more to come. We've got one more career mode that we're going to be doing on FIFA 20 before we move over to FIFA 21, and that is where my channel gets to a whole new level. We take the step up, and you guys are going to be, I would have thought, very impressed with some of the stuff I am going to be doing on FIFA 21. Next comment in from Harry saying, great episode as always, Brad. In terms of that backup the Liverpool have just signed, he was quality against us in midweek, and he'll be a great cover for Robertson. The left back Harry is talking about is Tsimikas or Tsimikas. I'm not 100% sure how you pronounce his name. He's Greek. I think the team might be silent. I think it's Tsimikas. And he said he was very threatening for Olympiacos against us. So I am excited to see what he's going to do next season, and it is great to have competition with Robertson and also have a backup for him when needed. Another comment coming in from Justin saying, love it, man, keep up the grind and the numbers will come soon. Don't worry, Justin, I'm not giving up this grind anytime soon, regardless of the numbers. I tend to not check them. I'm happy with what I'm doing. I appreciate I've got so many of you guys that love watching this content. I will continue to produce the best content I can. Video challenge says, what an episode. Thank you very much. I appreciate it. And last comment coming in from TLM Gaming saying, great video, mate. Well, TLM Gaming, thank you so much. I appreciate it. We're done with the comments. We've discussed what we need to at the start of today's episode. Now it is all about the simulated game against Augsburg. And can we get off to a cracking start? More the fact, can we get a dub for the first game in today's episode? You can now see the lineup. We've got Robert Lewandowski up top in the striker position. Behind him, we've got, not wearing right now the captain's armband, but he certainly will be in just a moment's time. We need to give Marco Reus the captain's armband, who is currently sat in the central attacking midfield. We've then got Dembele, Delaney, Witsel and Sancho through the midfield. Hold on 1 second. Schultz, Hummels, Akanji and Dumfries at the back with Roman Berkey between the sticks. Let's get into the simulated game. EA, we're at home. We're in okay form right now. Don't do us dirty. Give us the win over Augsburg as we do get the players warmed up. 5-1. Unbelievable. 5-1. Witsel, Sancho gets 2. Marco Reus gets 1. And Robert Lewandowski for his first goal since joining back to Borussia Dortmund. I can't see what happened in the first half, but in the second half, we can see that we were already up 3-1 by half-time, I would have thought. Lewandowski scores in the 56th. Sancho scores his second in the 70th. And we do go on to beat the 10-men Augsburg. Very, very happy with that result. And considering as well, Pedersen come on for Augsburg in the 54th, in the 77th, straight red. Mustn't have been a good challenge that he put in, I would have thought. But an unbelievable result, a great, great game. I wish we would have sort of played that game. I wish we could be dominating teams 5-1 right now. And I am excited as well in FIFA 21 that the simulating games isn't going to be like this. We're going to have a 2D graphic. We're going to be able to jump in, jump out. Personally, for my career modes, unless you guys want to see it, I won't be jumping in and out of the games. I feel like just because I go 1-0 down, I shouldn't jump in just to go on and win that game 2-1. If I'm going to lose a game, I'm going to lose a game. And although in the Liverpool career mode, it was, you know, we were always on a high. We were winning. We were doing great things, although we didn't win the league. At Dortmund, it's a challenge. It really is a challenge. It's a hard challenge. And it really puts me in my place as a manager to do the best I can. I can also hear, unfortunately, guys, music echoing over to my house. If you can hear music in the background or the fan, I can only apologise. Even though I've got headphones on, that must be so loud. It's echoing through the at the back of my house, over from the other side, and I can hear music playing. So if you can hear it, I can only apologise. But a 5-1 win over Augsburg, that's a great start for today's episode. Well, I literally couldn't have asked for a better game or a better result. Werder Bremen and Leverkusen, for their 21st game, actually played each other and managed to draw. They drew 2-2, meaning Werder Bremen moved from 41 to 42 points, by Leverkusen moved from 42 to 43. Meaning now we are playing Werder Bremen, and as long as we get the win, we can move up to 6th position. I'm aiming for 5th or 6th today. We're not going to get any higher because, of course, the last game is against Atletico Madrid unless Bayer Leverkusen lose their next game. But if we do beat Werder Bremen, we will be joint with Leverkusen in 5th if they lose. If they get a point or get a win, they will still be in 5th and we will be in 6th. But the fact I'm aiming to get into 5th or 6th position today is looking very, very tasty for us right now, as long as we can beat Werder Bremen. We've just managed to beat Augsburg 5-1. Can we get the result at home against Werder Bremen? We're going with Robert Lewandowski up top in the striker position, Marco Reus behind him in the central attacking midfield, then Dembele, Delaney, Witsel and Sancho through the midfield, Schultz, Hummels, Akanji and Dumfries at the back, with Roman Berkey between the sticks. Let's not waste any more time. We've got a job to do here, lads. Let's get out there and let's bring these 3 points and add them to our current tally against Werder Bremen. Come on, lads. The performance we just put in against Augsburg, and we managed to beat them 5-1. We've got to do it here. Robert Lewandowski has just scored his first goal since coming back to Borussia Dortmund in a simulated game. Can he score with me controlling him? We need that man there, pacing down the wing, getting that ball into Robert Lewandowski. We need Dembele, Marco Reus, Sancho, Lewandowski. We need them working together to cause some serious problems against Werder Bremen, as it is Robert Lewandowski to get us kicked off in this first half period. On the inside now to Sancho, to Robert Lewandowski, back to Sancho. This is beautiful. Come on, Sancho, you're through here. Smash that home, Jadon Sancho. It's saved by the keeper and cleared out. He's going to go for goal. No, he's laid it off. Now they're going for goal. It's a great save from Roman Berkey. Took a deflection off one of our players as well. A cracking save from Berkey. Joshua King puts his laces through it. Looks like it was Robert Lewandowski that got a knee to it. Marco Reus to Robert Lewandowski. Robert Lewandowski pokes one over the top now. Looking for Jadon Sancho. Who's going to bring that down. Lovely. Here's Sancho. He's going to find an option here. Now, Robert Lewandowski looks to hit one home. Marco Reus on his right foot. Looks to turn. Just wide of the post. Just wide of goal. Reus on the inside now to Robert Lewandowski. He's going to turn his man and look to get away. Robert Lewandowski trying to use his strength to keep him off. It's not going to happen. And the referee is now going to blow for half-time. 0-0 half-time. So it's been a very, very level game. I'm struggling to find what I need from Dembele right now and Robert Lewandowski, and playing them two on the left mid and up top. It's crucial that I know what is going to suit them better as we get into the second half. It will take a couple of games for us to get used to them, but it is Werder Bremen to get us kicked off in the second half period. Keep the pressure on. Ball in behind, that's going to be a problem. Ball in behind, that's a great tackle, Hummels. Great save, Berkey. And thanks to Matt Hummels sliding in there, that is the only reason we're still at 0-0 here. Get the ball out and get it to Dembele. Get it out, well done, Berkey. Let's go, Hummels. Ball into the middle, let's get there. Nicely done, let's get rid of it again, and Harriet's going to get there. How Harriet is climbing above Matt Hummels, I don't know. Lot on the line here is Marco Reus. In now to Robert Lewandowski, who's just going to feed it in behind for Sancho, who's going to be through on goal. Sancho to slot home. Yes! Oh, I have waited so long for that goal. I have been so patient. Waited, and finally Robert Lewandowski gives us a Sancho on a plate. He's still got a lot to do. He's going to beat the keeper between the sticks, but he keeps it nice and low, drills into that bottom left corner, and we have now taken the lead. 1-0, absolutely unbelievable. Now we'll move again. Go on, Reus, let's feed that through to Marco Reus, who's now coming forward. Marco Reus onto the left foot. Marco Reus! It's off the post, of course it is. Oh, it was close. Here we go, we've still got it though. Let's move Delaney. To Robert Lewandowski, he's going to turn his man. Robert Lewandowski, let's fly! Marco Reus! Oh, you should have been there, Marco! He made the run too early. A strike there from Robert Lewandowski though. Pull over the top, win it. Robert Lewandowski looks to line one up. It's a great save from the keeper. This is better, Dortmund. It's took us 70 minutes to get going, but now we're getting going. Marlen over to Witsel. Straight through there now to Marlen. Marlen, better space, going to let fly with Marlen. It's a great shot. And an even better save from Pavlenka. It's a great save in the 90th minute from the keeper. Surely the referee is going to blow for full time. Ball's kicked out. Win the header. We have done. It's Delaney. We play it over to Havertz, and it is going to be the full-time whistle. Well, we beat Augsburg 5-1. We beat Werder Bremen very, very luckily. It was a really, really tough game that. But we beat them 1-0. And we get the 3 points. The first 4 highlights. And a yellow card, a save from Berge, another yellow for Marco Reus, and another save for Roman Berge. They were a solid, solid team, Werder Bremen. And look at the stats. 11 shots, 6 on target. We had 8 shots, 6 on target. Jadon Sancho picks up man of the match with an 8.6 rating. And we have just beat Werder Bremen and moved up to 6th position. Right, and up next, we're taking on Atletico Madrid away from home. And we all know what that means. We need to travel away, score as many goals as we can, because that away goal rule might just benefit us. The only problem with that is we're just not scoring goals at the moment. We're struggling to score goals. We're struggling to stop conceding goals. But with a slight change to each individual player's role and a slight change to tactics, I'm hoping we might be able to get the win here against Atletico Madrid. If we could get a 3 or 4-0 win away from home, it would put us in an absolute prime position. We can see that Lewandowski, Reus, Dembele, Delaney, Sancho, Dumfries, Akanji, not fully fit, but I'm going to risk it anyway because I still need to understand what I need to do to give Lewandowski the goals that he needs. I need to know how to work Dembele to get down the wing, whether he's going to cut in, lay it off to a player, whether he's going to run down the wing, cross it in and get it on the head of Marco Reus or Robert Lewandowski. I need to continue to play with them until I find what their strongest points are, and then I can exploit that against every single opposition. But you can see the lineup we've gone with Robert Lewandowski up top in the striker position. Behind him, we've got Marco Reus in the central attacking midfield. Dembele, Delaney, Bardi and Sancho through the midfield. Hakimi, Zagadou, Akanji and Dumfries at the back with Roman Berge between the sticks. Let's get into this game against Atletico Madrid. Let's try and score a lot, and I mean a lot, of goals. Come on, lads. It was tough enough against Werder Bremen, but we managed to do it. It took a long time. It took us 70 minutes to get into 4th or 5th gear and start playing good football. I'm hoping we can do that from kick-off because we're going to have to, because Atletico Madrid and Angel Correa will punish us. Costa will punish us. João Felix will punish us. Plenty of great, young, solid talent coming out of Atletico Madrid. Couldn't get my words out there. They've got Gabriel Jesus. They've got Timo Werner as well. Wow. So we are really, really going to get plummeted in the defence. They've got Oblak between the sticks, so it's going to be a tough one to score. But it is going to be Jesus and Atletico Madrid to get us kicked off in this first half period. Robert Lewandowski, Delaney. Go back in now to Robert Lewandowski, who's going to take his man. Robert Lewandowski, it's a great strike, and it's Bardi's there to follow up a volley, and it's going to be blocked from Atletico Madrid, and Meunier puts it out for a Dortmund throw-in. Keep going. Here's Bardi through to Robert Lewandowski on that right foot. Let's fly it on Black with an incredible save. I feel like we just got to get the ball into the feet of Robert Lewandowski, and he's just going to take it on that right foot and let fly, because against a normal keeper and not Oblak, who's solid, that's probably in the back of the net. Ball in, looking for Robert Lewandowski. It's going to be hit down. Oh, Delaney, what a goal! What a beautiful goal. We have taken the lead, ladies and gentlemen. It's a knockout goal from Thomas Delaney. Play it through. Here we go. Let's move now. Marco Reus through now to Sancho. Sancho through a goal. Oh, just by a goal. It was close. It was close. Nice little run there from Robert Lewandowski to give us a little bit of space. Then it's Bardi through to the goal scorer Delaney into Marco Reus, who turns his man. Oh, Reus! Oh, that's a chance to take a 2-0 there, captain. And you've drilled it wide the goal. Ball on the inside. Hold him up. Hold him up. Get a shot off. He's going to get his shot off, lads. You've got to put your body on the line. It's 1-1. Lined himself up on the outside of Booth, and he beats Roman Berge between the sticks. It's a great goal, and unfortunately right before half time as well. A corner in the 4th+ minute, and there's only 3 minutes out of done. Let's get rid of this ball, lads. Let's do something with it. Let's go Berge. Well done Berge, who hits it out. Get there, Robert Lewandowski, referee. There we go. Thank you very much. Referee is going to blow for half time. It's a tough one. It certainly is a tough one. 1-1, I would have liked to have got in at half time. 1-1, we need to push on here. We need to find another 2 or 3 goals in the second half. Do we think it's possible? 100%. Can we let Atletico Madrid score again? Certainly not. As we do look at getting this second half kicked off with Robert Lewandowski. We need this man to score a goal. Ball on the inside now to Gabriel Jesus. A little bit of skill here from Jesus. Great save, Baker. Get rid of it. Well done, Akanji. Jeez, man. The pressure already. Diego Simeone must have absolutely rollicked them in the dressing room. Robert Lewandowski now going to feed that in behind for Dembele, who's now running the defences. Dembele, beautiful bit of skill. Dembele looks to put it in for Robert Lewandowski. Finish it! Oh my word. How have we not finished that? There's Jesus coming forwards. Come on. Out wide now. We've got to get across. Here's Lamar. Ball into the middle. It's 2-1. Timo Werner. We've gone from one end of the pitch to the other. And it's 2-1. On the inside now to Ennis Bardi, who's going to roll his man and try and get past. Here comes Ennis Bardi now. Bardi's going to cut back. Still Bardi coming forwards. Bardi tries to get his shot off. It's a great strike. Are we going to be able to get it in the back of the net? No, we're not. It's Havertz now. Havertz got Paco Alcacer wanting to get in behind. Come on, Paco, keep going. Oh, no, Black's all over it. Come on, lads. Run for that ball. You've got to come for it. It's 2-1, we lose. Oh, it's so hot. Not great news. Not great news at all. We lose 2-1 to Atletico Madrid. We have got that one away goal, so it's sort of 2-2. Man, it's so hot in here. Whew. But we have lost 2-1 to Atletico Madrid. It's basically 2-2 because of the away goal that we scored. We cannot afford now for Atletico Madrid to score when they come over to Germany to take us on at home. We had 11 shots, 5 on target compared to their 5 shots, 3 on target. I honestly don't understand with those stats on paper how we haven't at least drawn that game, let alone win it. Absolutely craziness there. Atletico Madrid were clearly the more clinical team. Thomas Delaney picks up man of the match after scoring with an 8.5 rating. And unfortunately, ladies and gentlemen, we do lose the last game in today's episode. Right guys, and here we are back at the Central for the final time in today's episode. And although we're not finishing on too much of a high, we did do exactly what we said. We started in 7th position. I said that we needed to move into 5th or 6th. We moved in to 6th position. Now Bayer Leverkusen have now gone up to 4th position ahead of Frankfurt. So we have a chance in the next episode to start closing the gap between Frankfurt and possibly even getting ahead of them, which would be absolutely unbelievable. But before we end on today's episode, let's take a look who we are facing off against in the next episode. So up first, we're at home in the Bundesliga to take on Mainz 05. We then move into the month of March, where we have Hoffenheim away from home and Wolfsburg back at home in the Bundesliga. Now, realistically, I would normally make sure I simulate a home game and play the away games, just because EA have set it up where if you play the home game or you simulate home games, you have a better percentage chance of actually winning it and drawing it rather than losing it. But I think we're going to have to look at how the table is. So it's Hoffenheim, it's Wolfsburg, and it's Mainz. And I think from there, we will decide which team is close to us, which team is above us, and which team is right down at the bottom. So if we go to the top, we have Wolfsburg right now in 3rd position. So 100% we've got to be playing VfL Wolfsburg. As we start going down, we can see Hoffenheim and Mainz down in 9th and 10th position. Hoffenheim are the team ahead of them right now by quite a few points, 6 points ahead of FSV Mainz 05. So we will simulate the game against Mainz, play the game against Hoffenheim, play the game against Wolfsburg, and just maybe in the next episode we can climb up from 6th to 5th. And that's what we've got to do from this point forward. We've got to keep climbing the table, keep fighting for every point, try and get back to scoring goals. If we can simulate a game and score 5 goals, why can't we do it when I'm playing? I'm obviously not playing great, but I feel like I am playing great. We were playing great football in the Liverpool career mode. I just don't seem to have it right in Season 2 at Dortmund. We played well in Season 1 at Dortmund. In Season 2, there's just been a lot of draws. There's been a lot of losses. And we just haven't found the right rhythm right now. And unfortunately, being 22 games, is it? Or 21, 22 games into the season, it's tough to be more than halfway through the season and still not have found your rhythm. But unfortunately, that is the case right now. And we just have to keep fighting, keep playing the likes of Dembele, Havertz, Lewandowski. And we just have to find the strong points and sort of work out what we need to do to get them scoring goals, getting assists, doing the job that we brought them in to do. And once we find that right rhythm, it'll be a walk in the park. But that is going to do it for today's episode, guys. And if you have enjoyed it, please do give it a big thumbs up for me. Don't forget to drop your comments down below. If you're new around here, click that subscribe button. Don't forget to share this video with your friends and family. And I've been MassiveBrad. Peace out.